What's going on, goose and ghouls out there? You're in for another episode of Dole Whip Destinations with your co-host Trent.
Tiffany
and Kasey. Hello,
We're back.
hello. We are back. Tiffany and Trent are alive, but
made it.
Back
barely.
from the dead. You're
I didn't even
alive.
peep your shirt. I love you guys.
It's-
both got some spooky things going
It's
on.
not Friday, but you know.
Yeah, but it's the 13th, so
Oh, it is the 13th. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
awesome. Wait, don't make fun of
I
me.
got
Is
some
that,
Harry
is that,
Potter.
is that Freddy on your shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I always get him and Jason, just the names confused.
No,
but-
it's Jason.
Oh, it is Jason.
It is Jason.
So it's not Freddy.
Not at all.
Okay,
You said yeah,
well,
though.
I was so convinced.
Jason is from Camp Crystal Lake.
Oh, Jason has like the messed up face, right? No, wait.
Jason wears the mask.
No,
Yeah, he
Freddy
wears
has
the
the
mask.
messed up face.
Yeah,
Freddy has the messed
Okay.
up face.
So
'cause he was
Freddy used to be a guy who worked in the boiler room at a school for kids. He did some iffy things.
questionable things.
And the
Did he?
parents,
Yes.
for sure. And
Did
the
all
parents,
those kids.
Wait,
Well,
like
Sure.
in the movie, he's known for that, or you're just
Yeah.
like,
That's why
No.
the parents kill him.
they burned him.
They
what?
set the school on fire with him inside, and that's why he comes and haunts you in your dreams.
He haunts kids in their dreams. Specifically.
Yeah.
No way. That had to do with like
Yes, dude.
like nefarious things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why the kids have scratch marks on their backs.
So Jason is the first movie, oddly enough, is the antagonist who's the scary person is actually Jason's mom, who's killing everybody on the first Friday the 13th. Jason
didn't know that.
Jason's a little kid that gets bullied and they end up drowning him in a lake. And his mom is the one in the first movie that ends up killing everybody. At the end of the movie, he comes back. So it's like really like the second Friday the 13th is when you
There's
actually
so
see
many Friday
Jason
the
in the
13th.
mask.
I've heard that. This
There's
podcast
like
I listened to.
a million.
Well, I guess there's also different dimensions or something. I don't know like the right way to put it, but there's different
timelines. and
yeah, different
dimensions.
versions, I guess you
Yeah.
would say.
Well, different people have made different versions, and then there are some that also go together too. So it's kind of hard to catch up.
No, you just watch it.
Our
Don't.
cat is on their roof.
I mean,
Sorry.
I used to love scary movies, and then ever since I started living alone, like in the past 10 years, I cannot watch them. In middle school, high school, I used to like when you have a crush on a boy, you go watch a scary movie, and you're like, oh, you know what I
You
mean?
should
And
watch the
can't
newest
anymore.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
No, unless I was with
It's-
you guys, I can't watch that
Why?
stuff alone.
No.
I think
can't-
it's a good movie.
You watch it with me.
Yeah,
I could watch that alone.
You
and
haven't
but
watched
you also
Warriors.
go to bed next to him. Like for me, I will hear things
Yeah.
in the middle of the night.
Well, you
That's
have
what I'm saying, I
Lucy.
can't. I mean, but then I would be scared that they would hurt Lucy. You
You'll
know,
be
like
fine because if you're watching Freddy, he's gonna kill you in your sleep anyway. So it's actually when you're most comfortable in your sleep, relaxing.
Yeah.
okay,
You got nothing to
all
worry
right,
about.
We're gonna change the subject. So we were not with you guys last week. So sorry. Tiffany and Trent were under. What did you guys have again? It was like a
We had the
bronchial.
mega flu, dude. It was, I can say,
But it was like
I thought it was
respiratory,
worse
wasn't it?
than COVID. Like,
Wow.
he got it a couple days before me from someone at work, and he was out literally starting Thursday to still now. We're still like not 100%, but
You kind of sound like that like sexy smoker's cough, you know, like where
yeah.
it's
It's like still lingering for sure. And like by the end of the day, especially if I've been working, because like obviously I'm talking all day at work, my throat
Yeah.
is just so sore. But the best I felt today.
But you went to the doctor. What did they say that it was?
She just said that it probably started off viral and then it became bacterial. So it's just some version of the flu. But Trent has asthma, so he got it even worse than me. And
Oh.
he got a bronchial infection.
That
So
was
he
the
had to
word, yeah.
take steroids, antibiotics. I was on antibiotics. But now we're done with all of our medications finally. But
Oh.
I had 102 fever on Monday. Like we were just dying, like legitimately.
I'm
But
sorry.
honestly, it was a pretty good reset.
I was gonna
So
say I feel like I haven't seen you guys or talked to you in so long. So I feel like we have
yeah,
like so much
I've
to catch
been
up on.
dead to the world. Like I literally haven't been on Instagram, TikTok. All I've been doing is watching Stranger Things. That's literally all I've
Speaking
been
of
doing.
Speaking of TV, did you ever watch that show that I was telling you about? That Wayward
No.
or Waynerd or
I think we started the first episode and then I don't remember why we stopped.
Well, we were just sick enough to where I just wanted to watch something that I'd already seen.
Yeah, like we just couldn't like.
I didn't care about
retain
focusing on anything
anything.
that was like brand new. Like my brain
Guys,
couldn't.
it's like an episode of Black Mirror. Oh, actually, it's like a season of Black Mirror. It is.
Yeah, I still have it on the
bizarre.
list, so we'll definitely watch it. But right
Oh.
now, we've got all the way to the last season of Stranger Things, and
my
the
God.
last season comes out in November. So I have to finish that before I do
thought it was
anything else.
Christmas. It's November?
It comes out in three parts.
Oh, it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, or something like that, right?
Yeah, New
Okay.
Year's Eve.
Okay. Yeah, I've been meaning to rewatch it, but I think I was gonna start from like season.
So good. No,
What is this one?
episode 1.
5? I don't know if I want to go back all the way. I mean, I've seen
I'm
it.
telling you, I have never rewatched it, and it
Me
is
either.
gold. It
Yeah.
is gold. Like the music in
They were
it
just
is
so
so
young in
great.
season 1 that I feel like I gotta hop to like season. What's coming out? Season 5?
Yeah,
Either way, the new
I
one that
think
comes out, there's
3.
going to be like the new one that comes out is going to be like
but there's only 8 episodes.
the new one that
that's
comes out. There's
true.
going to be a big age gap anyway.
Yeah,
And they shoot
Yeah.
these when they shoot it to when they release it is totally different
yeah.
for Stranger
Yeah.
Things.
So in a season, and season 1, there's 8 episodes, and season 2, there's 9 episodes.
Millie Bobby Brown
then that's
has
not too
been
bad.
married. Millie Bobby Brown's been married for 2 years now.
Yeah,
That's
And
how
season
that's how big of
3?
the age gap they are now. They're literally, when this one comes out, they're supposed to be like juniors or sophomores in high school, and she's married for 2 years
yeah.
at 23 years old.
But in the 4
They're still in high school?
seasons,
Yeah,
They're still in high school?
yeah. This
Wow.
the last season 5. They're freshmen. That's the whole time while they're saying to the one black kid is like, "Come on, freshman," whatever the.
yeah, that's season. Yeah,
What
season
were they
4.
in season 4? Oh, you're saying they were freshmen.
Season 4, they're freshmen.
Okay.
But yeah,
Alright,
so there's
maybe I'll
8 in
rewatch it.
season 1, there's 9 in season 2, there's 8 in season 3, and then there's 9 in season 4. But for the new season, it's gonna come out. The first is gonna come out 1 through 4, and then 5 through 7, and then the finale. And every episode is going to be 90 to 120 minutes long.
Oh my God.
They're literally going to be films.
Yeah, and for a fun fact
So,
revolving or
I literally
involving
goosebumps.
Marvel and stuff like that, the budget to shoot this last season cost more than Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, like
That's
this
a-
is
that's a-
Netflix's,
Avengers Endgame was over $300 million budget. That's
Yeah.
crazy for a
So
show.
who is creating that budget? Is it Netflix saying I'm going to
No.
give you this much
They're not
to
even saying I'm
make
going to
it?
give you. It's their flagship show.
I was gonna say this is their
It's a Netflix show.
bread and
There's probably no budget for it realistically. But they're probably
and this
just
is
like
the
whatever.
last season.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
done after
So they're
this.
probably, and they, that around 48% of all things looked up on the internet or just actual like bandwidth of the internet is Netflix.
Crazy.
That's how often people use Netflix. Around 48% of what people are doing on the internet
Wow.
is just streaming Netflix.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But I highly recommend starting from the beginning because every season is so different. Like the
Yeah.
first season, like it's all about Will, but he's barely even in it. And then the
Mhm.
second season, they're all split up. The third season, they're all split up, but still in the show, but all doing different things. It's very
Mhm.
interesting to like watch back, actually.
Yeah,
I've seen
for sure.
some predictions of they think Will is going to die. They think Steve is going to die. Anybody else you
Hopefully.
think?
Hope
I
they
think
all do.
11's gonna die.
I hope they
Who?
all die.
I don't think
11.
11 will. I don't think
I want
so.
them.
She opened the gate, so why wouldn't she die to close the gate for good? She's the
Maybe.
creator of the
Maybe
gate.
as
She's not the
like
creator of the gate. She
like
opened it.
as the show literally ends, like the very last second of the episode, maybe.
Yeah.
I want
But
the
I
only one
don't
to
see her
survive.
dying in the first couple.
The only one I want to
Yeah.
survive is Mike's little sister that no one talks about. There's a
What's her
little
name?
girl on the show. Who
I
knows?
don't even know.
No one knows what her name is. But at the dinner table, she's always there. She's
Yeah, and
she's just always
silent.
around.
She never
and
says
nobody
anything.
cares about this little girl. It's like everyone's fighting crime. Even I forgot his name. The black kid's little sister got involved in it.
Lucas.
They don't give a about this little girl. She's been watching everything happen. Like, guys, I can help, and they're like, no. You sit there and you eat your Apple Jacks.
I can't even picture what she looks like. I know Lucas's little
exactly.
sister is like not even little anymore. She's like a grown
No.
woman.
No,
now.
she's
Yeah.
aggressive.
She's playing like the game with them.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Wow.
well, she helped them in
Yeah.
the third season. She helps them sneak into this military base.
Yeah.
Well, I think I
So
told you
good.
guys that Nancy and what's her boyfriend in real life's name? He's like the loner guy.
Yeah, Will's brother.
Yeah, Will's brother.
Will's I forgot what his name is, but they used to live in my East Village building. I think I told you guys
Mhm.
that. Like he used
Yeah.
to sit on the
I
stoop
don't
smoking
I don't think
cigarettes.
they're still together anymore.
No.
I think they broke up.
Oh, really? Oh, they were
Mhm.
together for like years. I thought they were
Yeah.
happily
Well, you
together.
have to remember that that show started like almost a decade ago now.
Yeah, a long
But I
time ago
always thought
now.
it was so weird that they lived there because, like, not that it's a cheap building, but if you're getting Stranger Things money and they
But
both
that
Well,
was
had that
then
but
at the
that
income.
beginning, you
but that's
know?
also you have to remember
It wasn't
I
the
feel like
sometimes
that's his
beginning.
style.
well, hold on. Sometimes people will see these people in these early parts of their careers and associate fame with money. And it's like those
Mhm.
are two totally different things when you hear those conversations. It's like you're
But it
like
was like season 3-ish. Like, it wasn't the beginning, you know?
but who
But
knows?
I
I
feel
mean,
like he's just like a low key kind of person as well. So like why
Mhm.
not be in the midst of everything? I mean, that's basically New York anyways.
yeah. Well, also too, I mean, again, just because you're popular, there's so many musical like artists out there that are traveling and doing stadium shows and stuff like that, and they're like making six figures. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not
Yeah.
what you know. When,
I heard this girl, we were talking about Stranger Things the other day, and this guest of mine was saying she thinks that it's gonna be almost like a lost situation and that this is all gonna be a dream that 11
Oh
is
my god, they
having.
would be an uproar in the
Yeah.
whatever you call it, the
I
fandom.
but I had never heard that before. And I was like, that's a pretty good one.
I
I don't
mean,
think
yeah,
we're
they're
gonna guess it at all. I think
like
it's
they've
gonna
been in the
be
upside down the whole time or something. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
maybe. Who
Mhm.
knows? I don't know.
Yeah. So give it a rewatch.
Interesting.
right?
Alright, I'm trying to think if I wanted to update you guys on it. Oh, I saw, The Great Gatsby show yesterday, on
Mm.
Broadway. It
Yeah.
was incredible. Oh my
Was it
gosh. I had it and I never read the book, but I saw the movie, I don't know, 10 plus years ago when what's his
yeah,
name did it.
Leo,
Leonardo.
Leo.
Leo, yes. The play was so good, and I didn't remember hating Daisy in the movie. Like, do you guys remember how it ends at all?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Like, he throws all these parties. I mean, he is the
Yeah.
definition of a yearning man. Built this house brick by brick for this woman. She ends up being literally the worst person ever. And I'm just like, she does not deserve this man. And he's doing all this stuff for her.
Classic.
It was, it was incredible. I mean, my aunt's probably not listening, but shout out to her
Oh,
for
you went with
taking
your
me out.
aunt?
Yeah, she was in town all weekend. So I basically
Oh,
spent the whole weekend with her, my cousin.
I love that.
And my little
To
I call them
Annie?
like my nephews. No, my cousin in Brooklyn, Megan.
Okay.
So her mom came. Saturday, we just kind of like perused around Brooklyn. We had dinner. She stayed with me for a couple nights. And now I know that my blow up mattress fits in my living room. I had never, whenever Haley
Done
comes,
it
I always have
before?
her on like on the couch. And I wasn't sure if it would fit in this new apartment.
Damn.
So
So all these
when you
times
guys come, I know
Haley's been like, "Do you
Haley's
think it'll fit?"
listening.
And it's like, "Nah, I don't think it's gonna."
Damn, I had a bed.
She's like, "Here, dude, I knew it was gonna work.
Well,
Knew it was gonna
I've
work." She didn't
always
want to try.
He
said
probably doesn't give a
I've
No,
always said we can try it if you want, and she's always like, "No, it's okay. The couch is
Yeah,
fine." But
don't
like
worry about it.
now I do know it's super easy. It's like 30 seconds to blow up, 30 seconds to take down. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, shout out to my aunt. She treated us. We had like lunch before. It was just a really nice
Love
weekend.
that. Brandy is
Daisy's the
there right
worst.
now, and she actually just saw Hamilton.
She's in New York right now.
Mhm. Yeah.
Where is she staying?
I'm not sure. I think she's there for Garrison's sister's wedding or something like that. Something with his family.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I just saw her
I
post
haven't.
about it earlier.
I was gonna say I haven't seen her post anything.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I just saw her, what was that, last week or the week before? Me and Nikki and Brandy went and had lunch and her little baby bumps bumping.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot she's pretty
Yeah,
pregnant right now, isn't
she's
she?
like
Like,
halfway. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Oh my
With the
goodness.
baby girl. Her name's gonna be River Row. How cute is that?
I feel like there's so many rivers. That's gonna be like the new I don't know
Yeah,
what
but
like
I
what
love
was
it.
popular, like the new Ashley, but like River, I've seen
I
so many
mean, better than
babies with
Ashley, but
I just mean how common it was. Like there's really no babies named Ashley anymore. That was just like of the time. Oh, I
I
didn't even
just
see what is happening there.
what?
Like
fuck Ashley.
Britney, you know? All right, let's get into rope drop and rumor. If you guys, we're on episode 19 by now, so you should know this is our segment where we just drop a little tea of what's going on in the world and Disney, etc., inside and out.
Isn't that wild that we've almost done 20 of these, guys?
I said that to my cousin yesterday, and she was like, "Oh my God, you've been doing it for like 5 months?" And I was like, "I guess." I mean, like I think we started it in June. In June, so June, July, August, September, October. October is 5 months. So once we finish October,
woo woo,
crazy.
Look at us.
Who wants to kick us off?
I guess I will go just because it's in the spirit of today. I feel like it's barely even like really news or anything, but today is October 13th, and that means it's Treat Yourself Day.
Treat Yourself 2011.
Yes. If you guys have never watched Parks and Rec and you live under a rock, I'm so sorry, but you need to go watch it.
It's season 4, episode 4.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Good.
I think you looked it up earlier.
Well, I already knew this morning that I told
he's
her.
The one that told me, and we went out shopping because, like, since we've been sick, we needed to like go finally like grocery shop and stuff. So we're like, it's Treat Yourself
besides grocery shopping. I mean, we went to like Doris' Italian market, and
I love Doris's. My mom loves Doris's too.
I get lost whenever I'm around Italian food and they start playing Frank Sinatra or something like that. I lost myself in the moment. So I got
literally, he was like, "This is what's going on." I started
buying
right now.
olives, meats, cheeses. I bought oxtail. I almost bought some ossobuco to make. Just so much stuff. I could have. I mean, I could have spent hundreds of dollars in there if I wanted. But yeah, that's my version of treat yourself. Oh yeah, I spent a few $100s around buying different stuff.
Yeah, we went to Dollar Tree and I got some like Halloween stuff. So I like decorated the front yard this morning, and we went to Trader Joe's and like re-upped stuff
dog
there.
treats, decorated dog treats. One looks like a little Frankenstein, and one looks like a little mummy and stuff for the dogs.
Yeah,
I love it.
So we had a little Treat Yourself Day.
I was going to say, so you know that October 13th every year is Treat Yourself Day?
Yeah,
I would not have remembered that. Wow. I saw...
Shout out to the internet for reminding us.
I guess Parks and Rec is now on Amazon, which I didn't realize. I thought it was on... I actually didn't know what it was
Peacock.
on. I guess it's also on Amazon because
it's probably on
their
all of them, yeah.
TikTok, they posted it and they're like it's National Treat Yourself Day. And I was like, oh, I didn't
it's the best day of the year.
Best day of the year. Oh my gosh.
And go watch our TikTok that we made at Disney with that audio because it's fun.
Now go buy more than anything. They're saying turn this off right now and go buy something and come back and rewatch
go on
Amazon.
The
rest of it. If you're at
even
home,
though you're I was gonna say even though you're listening to this after Treat Yourself Day, this is your excuse to still go treat yourself.
Yeah,
this
literally
is
pause
being
and
extended.
Go buy something.
Yeah.
If you're on your phone, that means you can swipe up. The audio will still be playing.
Yeah.
Go over to Amazon. Buy
Pop
anything.
in a headphone.
Buy anything. You know.
Go to your little cart and whatever you've been looking at for months, buy that.
Yeah. If you don't need it now, you'll need it then.
You need it.
Be
or
preemptive.
like DoorDash your favorite meal. You know, like this is your sign. You know, just whatever you've been like craving today on this
Treat
awesome
yourself.
Sunday. Treat yourself. I love it.
Yeah.
All right,
Trent,
so that's mine. What do you got?
Right now, across the Disney parks and different places, they're finally tossing those dry buffalo chicken tenders and stuff.
Woo!
Wait, what?
You
can get buffalo chicken tenders. You can get lemon pepper chicken tenders. That's right. Now you don't have to be 5 and just dip it in ketchup.
I thought you meant they were getting rid of buffalo chicken, but you mean they're bringing it in.
They're tossing.
They're tossing.
So there's different restaurants you can go to around the parks that have their own version of whatever. Like if you go to Pinocchio's, whatever the hell, behind the castle, I think they're doing like lemon pepper with Parmesan on it. There's some that have like almost an Asian one. I forgot exactly what it was, but it had like a umami kind of thing going on. And then some of them have I forgot exactly which one. I didn't write down any of the places. I just saw swiping through, seeing all the menus.
Is this referring to, I think I saw a video of that there's 13 new chicken tenders. Is that what this is?
Yeah.
It's 13
Yeah.
new sauces. Is that what that means?
Well, basically, because it's the same chicken tender. They're not going to switch
Yeah.
up their chicken
Mhm.
Chicken
tenders.
tender
It's just
tossed in whatever.
tossed in a sauce,
sauce.
or sometimes maybe the sauce is just like it's dressed in the sauce.
Ranch,
This is
probably.
like the 5th time that I'm convinced that they're listening to this podcast because we literally just spoke about that. That like
Yeah.
they need
Dude.
to be doing that.
Dude,
That is so
buffalo
niche
chicken
and
tenders
random.
are a game changer.
Well, specifically when I saw lemon pepper, I looked at them, and for
Mhm.
everybody who looks like me, you knew who they were talking to. You knew who they were talking to. Finally, some lemon pepper wings at Disney.
Literally.
Hell yeah. I was all
so
in.
good.
I heard
He
that. I was like,
loves
lemon. Let me get lemon pepper hot. I want to start hearing the lingo there. If I hear them say you got lemon pepper hot, I'm like, oh man.
And that's smart of them too, because especially if the sauce is spicy, then I'm gonna buy another
Mhm.
drink.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, this is one of those
True.
situations where now they're tossing those wings and stuff. The community would say that officially, like, Pop Walt is invited to the cookout.
Is it
hell
the chicken
yeah.
tenders that like the
Yeah.
regular ones? They're just tossing them into a
Yeah,
sauce?
they're not gonna do full on lemon pepper wings yet. You know, you want us to
Okay.
tiptoe in there. You
Yeah,
gotta
they gotta try this dabble, and then.
But also, chicken tenders are just universal. Like, if you like chicken, you'll like a chicken tender. Like,
Mhm.
you might be a bone-in person, but you're still gonna eat it.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that when I saw
Okay.
that was happening, I was like, finally, because it's so basic to just do. You already have all the sauces back there. Just toss it in a bowl.
Yeah, so smart.
That's a little Tiff, write that down. Let's do a taste test of a couple of the flavors and
Mhm.
yeah, we'll try them out. So lemon pepper, buffalo, I mean, whatever they are. And then I might like branch out and just try a bite of one and see
Yes.
like
The buffalo, I figured you'd probably like the most
pickiest
just
eater.
because like buffalo and ranch. I mean, that's
Buffalo
like
I
Like
do
a
like.
mild.
Yeah.
Ooh, it tossed in ranch. Wouldn't that be like too creamy? Do they
No.
toss
I'm
things like that
saying
in ranch?
no. They do. They'll toss anything. You know what I mean? But
I think you would I'm sorry, you would dip the buffalo into the ranch. Is that what you
that's how
would do?
that's how that would work. Are you a crazy person? Yeah.
I don't eat either of
She
those
doesn't eat
things, so I
sauce.
don't know.
You've seen a button to like a Dominican cookout and saw them dip stuff into
In my
stuff.
head, though, I thought they were tossing it in ranch, and I was like,
No,
"Oh,
I've
that
seen
sounds
people do
disgusting."
that, which it's more like barbecue ranch. I've seen that tossed. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess.
you know, barbecue ranch is gas too, though.
Ooh,
But yeah,
even barbecue though, just straight barbecue.
I just want them to have an option. Can I go get tenders and then just put sauces and then just toss them and make it easy for
But
all
you
of us?
literally just said this. I'll have to find the episode it was because you literally just said that I wish they would toss it for us.
Yes.
Like
If they're
now,
listening,
And then boom.
yeah,
with 13 different flavors.
let us know what it's like. I wonder what it's like to have the VIP pass for the day.
Yeah,
if
that
any-
would be cool.
if anyone's listening
In
out
a
there,
lifetime, they
Yeah.
say.
I mean, I've heard about it, but I don't know what it is.
We love you guys.
You know,
Literally,
oh my God,
though.
that got me.
That's a good one, though. Hopefully, did
That
they
was
say there's like an end date or anything, or it's just
I don't know if it's going to be
Live.
end date. I think it's one of those things where it has to do something with whatever's going on. I mean, I think it might be seasonal,
Mhm.
but you
it
know
might
how
just
they are,
depend
though.
on how many sell. You know, like
Yeah.
if they go out the gate with
Exactly,
everyone's getting
'cause-
them,
to
then
see
they'll keep
what
'em.
sauce is the most popular, because
No, I mean-
14's a lot.
Well, it's not because it's spread out throughout the parks. Like, not every park is going to have all 13 things. It's like, they're going to do
Yeah.
that. They're going to do that. They're going to do that.
It is like it's a buzzy number to say though. Like it's a fun word to be like, oh, there's 13 of them. Like that's just an easy way to tell people rather than saying, oh, there's 2 new flavors. You know, that's not
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
But 13, especially in Halloween, which is a buzzy word. All right, so mine has to do with. Do you guys hear about the Rock and Roller Coaster Muppets like opening date?
No, actually,
So
haven't.
and I also think they're listening too because a few episodes ago, I said I think it's only going to be closed for 6 months, and
Yeah.
it's exactly 6 months because it closes.
Yeah, we knew
the
it
end
was
of
going to
this
be a
year,
quick turnaround.
but it's opening next summer, and it's not even closed yet. So it's opening in 2026 July,
Yeah.
and it
Well, that's because,
closes.
yeah.
Like
When does it
there's not even
close?
a closing date. I mean, they said the end of 2025. I don't know if it's like February 1st or
Yeah.
what that
They're
means. But there's
probably
no.
going to do anything. Like, there's not much to
I
really.
think so.
Yeah.
Like-
I think it's going to be super minor, and it's just
Yeah.
going to be a very quick turnaround. It's still going to be dark as hell in there, and
Yeah, true.
I mean, it'll just be a different song playing in your ear for the most part. You know.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with at this point. So
Yeah, but interesting that
Interesting.
like 2026 of summer. Literally this time next year, it'll already be Muppets for a few months, which is
Yeah.
crazy to think about.
Yeah.
That was
I'm
mine.
curious
Just a
to
little
see
quick
if they're
one.
gonna do anything with Rizzo's and if they'll reopen that somewhere else.
I
in the
heard
park.
that they were thinking about opening it. You know when you're walking down, is that Main Street? No, what is it?
Hollywood
What is
Boulevard.
yeah. That you know, like over in the back. So like if you're walking down and Tower of Terror is right up there in front of you, over to the left where all those restaurants are, there's
Mhm.
already a pizza restaurant, or not pizza restaurant, but a pizza menu back there.
I
with-
like the ice cream.
yeah, with like 3 different pizzas. So I heard that they were thinking about putting like not Rizzo's restaurant back there, but putting a Rizzo's menu. So when you'd go back there, it'd be like Rizzo's Pizza, like real simple. 'Cause they're
Okay.
already doing the same exact pizza. There's no difference. There's no difference between that pizza and almost anywhere you get pizza in Disney. It's like just because Disney's so big in terms, and me being a restaurant guy, like in terms of food costs, like we're not gonna have 18 different doughs. You know, if it's like if it's a main pizza for everywhere, it's gonna be like the same dough, the same sauce, the same everything.
Or
So it'd
just
be
change
smart
the
for them.
branding of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It'd be smart just to, just a little menu that just says Rizzo's Pizza and there's like 4 options of pizza. That way, like it lives on.
That'd be smart, for it to live
Yeah,
on.
Well, that place that Gabby was talking about, I forgot the name of it, the antique place, they're already selling Pizza Rizzo's tables there. And they like say Pizza Rizzo and like
Recycling the magic.
they're going for like $50. Like somebody walked out with 2 Rizzo tables.
Wow.
And I was just like,
all I want is
we need to go there for sure.
I want a Disney.
I just can't bring
dumpster.
anything back, so it would need to be small. Like you
Yeah,
guys
something
can
small.
schlep it back. I
Yeah.
would love a table.
You know, there's a
told you guys I wanna
character
try it.
warehouse in the Sawgrass Mall.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
but it's still pretty far from you guys. It's like an hour, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, still technically closer than Orlando, I guess, but
Yeah, yeah. And they have basically the same things. Like, I think they all get the same
they probably get like divvied up the
palette.
stuff.
Yeah, take a trip down there, make a little vlog of it. But yeah, I think it's about an hour from you. And then I think in that mall also is box lunch. So you could do
Well, there's a box lunch in the
little
Wellington Mall.
trip.
Right by
Maybe that's what I'm thinking
Sushiyama.
of. It might not be in it might not be in what's it called then. I
Yeah.
can't remember. All right. Well, I'm very excited for this next segment. We told you guys
I'm curious
last
how you
week we
liked
were
it.
gonna I know. All right, so let's get into DWD versus the MCU. All right, this week we are on our second Marvel movie, and this week was Captain Marvel, and it came out in 2017. And I have to admit, I had very low expectations that were surpassed. I thought it was incredible. I thought it was so good.
When we sat down to watch it and I was rewatching it, I said to her, I know Kasey's gonna like this movie.
You did.
Oh my God, I loved it. I thought the twist had me on the edge of my seat once I figured out what was like actually happening. My
But
God.
once we get to like your expectations will change, and I'll let you know to change them when you watch Captain Marvel 2, because that sucks.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as the
It
first.
just does. It just does. It's just it's like such a filler
Her
movie.
story is not over.
No, because her as a person though, or as a person, as a hero, we'll go over it now. But I mean, it's way more extensive than you guys.
Yeah, her story is not over.
Yeah, I think just because like the bar was in hell for me, so I was just like, oh man, I gotta watch this movie, and like so all right, so
and Jude Law's
actually,
the bad guy.
Yes. Okay, so I wrote Jude Law in caps because I had no idea he was even in it.
Yeah.
I guess to rewind, I think I told you guys last week, I never actually finished Captain America, so I had to finish that, and thank God I did, because I didn't watch the last 10 minutes of it, which were very pivotal parts of the movie.
He wakes up in the future.
Yeah.
I said, whoa, time jump. I thought it ended with him just like battling and then won the battle, and that was
That's
all
what
I
makes
missed.
it kind of sad, is because like he has a relationship with Agent Carter. And she says, if you make it, like, meet me here in 2 weeks. So that's why when he wakes up, he's like,
she had to have died then, right? Like
there's a lot more. There's more of Agent Carter.
But did she get frozen in time? I mean, how did she, or is she an old woman?
There's more of Agent Carter.
Don't tell me. So I said, whoa, time jump, a 70-year coma. I always thought he was frozen at the same age, because I know he's young in the modern.
He never ages. Right? He never ages.
So he was in a coma, but also doesn't age. So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why he's still like old timey, kind of like personality wise.
Yeah, you'll see through like all the movies, like somebody will be like, "Oh, damn," and he'll be like, "Hey, watch your mouth. There's kids around."
Yeah.
You know, he's like,
But isn't that going to be hard to continue to film these if the real Chris Evans is aging, you know?
No, with AI and like all the face they can do, you can be any age.
well, it's not about that. I mean, it's the biggest thing.
Look
Well,
at Robert De Niro and what was that movie that they made him in The Gentleman where they made him look younger? Irishman, thank you.
No, it's not gonna be crazy because there's certain people that just look the same way forever.
Yeah.
When did Paul Rudd age?
When he's drinking like baby's blood or something, you know, like he's just the skin is never gonna be
There is the baby's
bad.
People do like the baby's blood.
Well, I thought it made sense because I was like, oh, he's been in a coma for 70 years and then he'll start aging. But I guess
No, but also,
two things
I mean,
could be true. He was in a coma and also doesn't age.
Yeah, and you know, you kind of, when you keep watching it, trust me, you don't have to worry about Captain America.
Yeah, still looks great.
There's a lot to come.
Oh,
you got 23 other movies.
Okay, I don't want to know. All right, so I started off with this was my first bullet point. I said low expectations, but let's see. So when he said that they connect, I was like, okay, so the way Captain America ends, he's in New York City. So okay, it's gonna start in New York City. It starts in space.
Yeah.
What year is this? Like, what the heck? This is not right away.
I think it was
so
current
confused.
times,
I'm like,
right? It was supposed
so
to be
it ended
whatever
up being, yes. It ended up being current times, but I was waiting for like I don't know. I thought she was gonna wake up in New York as well, or like it would just like
What
it
do
would
you mean current
immediately bounce
times?
off of.
When she wakes up, it's the 1990s. When the
Is
Captain Marvel takes place in the she literally falls into a blockbuster.
Yeah.
Is Captain America wake up in the 1990s?
No, Captain America wakes up in the 2000s. Past that.
But this is the second one?
So the movies are linked up that way, but remember, some of these movies were made before they were trying to do that. So there's going to be parts that don't make any sense at all. Like if you're trying to link them up exactly, like it won't happen. Because one was made in 2000.
That's what I thought it meant. The timeline was the same years.
No, one was made in what? You said 2007 or whatever?
All over the place.
Yeah.
But somehow in order.
And Captain America's made in 2011. You know, they're like a decade apart. So the writers weren't even thinking like.
That is right, though. That's because, the blockbuster. So.
Yes.
Okay.
Late 90s.
So yeah, I wrote just like what year. I was so confused. I didn't know what was happening. I also started watching it during the day, and it was one of those movies where the intro is so dark that I don't even know what's happening. I had to sit on the edge of my bed because my room is so bright.
Yeah,
I was literally squinting,
and you're like,
if you know what scene I'm talking about, it's her on space like fighting what ended up being the good guys, but those aliens. But it was so dark. I'm just like I couldn't tell who was who. And that's when I wrote in caps,
the Creed.
Jude Law.
Creed.
The Kree is the bad people, right?
The Kree are the good
Kree are the good guys. They were the alien guys that she helped find the ship.
I forgot the name of them. But she was basically the
I thought it was also with a cat.
That's where she got her name from, was from the lady who was a scientist that was Kree.
Yes. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. All right. So I wrote in caps Jude Law because like I said, it was so dark I couldn't really tell, and I was like, "Is that Jude Law?" Like I was like I couldn't tell if that was him or not. And, oh my god! Like this beautiful face.
Yeah,
I said,
I like him doing these
was like
darker roles because he's in another
I had no idea.
Star Wars. Once you start getting into the Star Wars, obviously way later because there's so many like Avenger stuff, but he's in this new show called The Skeleton Key, and he's another bad guy, but in Star Wars, and it's very good.
He's a good guy.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I always picture him as like a rom-com guy, so like I just was not expecting him to be in this. And then I said, looking through her memories were very trippy. I had partaked before I watched it, and as those memories were happening, I was like, whoa, like this was a very trippy scene to be watching.
Yeah.
I don't know what this note means. I said, never understood fighting scenes where the enemies take their turn. Oh, yes, I remember now. Okay. So, you know, when people fight and they almost take their turns fighting the bad guys, they're waiting in line. And I'm like, why aren't they all just jumping them at once? You know, where there's 4 bad guys against one person. I was just like, why are all 4 of them jumping her? They literally are waiting their turn to fight her.
Anything, though. Well, when I used to like train jiu-jitsu and stuff, and whenever we would teach, like it'd be like the self-defense class thing where you have to like, in order to like maintain your membership on being like part of the team or whatever, you had to like teach classes of self-defense. And there's more people out there that train fighting 3 people at once than there are 3 people going, let's practice jumping somebody. So it's like there's too many chefs in one kitchen. Like everyone's going to start, it's going to just get so messed up. It's easier actually to defend yourself against a couple people than it would be to jump someone together sometimes, because you don't, if you don't work on a team like that, like you're not going to be good at it. It's like getting the best basketball players together. Like if they don't play together all the time, they're not going to win a champion. They're just like, individually they all are good, but together they're crap.
Yeah.
Which is the LA Lakers.
It was just funny because it reminded me of previous, I know that happens in movies and shows all the time where they're just almost waiting. And I'm like, if somebody were to go behind her and somebody else is in front of her, they could have easily taken her down.
Oh, dude, a lot of it doesn't make sense. There's one part in the first Avengers where there's things come out of the sky. They're huge. I don't know what they are. They look like slugs. But there's 3 of them that come out of the sky, and all of the Avengers are fighting these things. And at one point, Thor just kills one. He's like, enough, and just kills one. And I'm like, well, do it to the rest of them. There's only 2 more.
Get to the Thor movies.
Like, why didn't you? Like, he ran up there and was like, I'm gonna kill this one, and then we'll spend 30 days on the next 2. Like, what?
Yeah,
that didn't make any sense.
Well, that's what I was about to say too. Captain Marvel, I think, is like one of the, if not the strongest.
Well, yeah,
Marvel. She is the strongest.
Yeah,
she's the strongest.
She could terminate all of them.
So if you on a little deep dive on her, like in 1968 is kind of when she makes like her first appearance in the comic books. She's compared in the 1970s, like with like people that read comics and stuff. She's basically compared to Superman. They have the same kind of cosmic powers, essentially,
and with the laser eyes.
Beyond that, I mean,
but in this, she didn't get her powers until the 90s, right? In this movie,
the accident.
Okay. Yeah.
So after they crash, there's like a generator that's in the ship that they got shot down in, and that's when Jude Law is like, we need that, and then she goes,
no, but when you said the 70s, she first appeared. Is that a different timeline to where she had powers?
No, it's not a timeline. I'm talking about like actually when the comic book was written.
He's like when the comics like started.
1968 is when she was introduced to just
not based upon the movie.
Yeah, it's
like the actual stories of her.
When the 2 writers that created her, I forgot their names, but they wrote about her, and so she's supposed to be basically, she's Marvel's Superman, essentially.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I'm always going to call it out, but Stan Lee's cameo was on the subway, which I thought was funny. And then speaking of the subway, I thought it was so funny how when she's like going to fight the bad guy on the subway, there's literally no reaction. It reminded me of like, this was really happening in New York. He's like doing all this stuff on like on the subway, and everyone's just like in their newspaper. No one cares at all. And I was just like, that's exactly what would happen if this took place on the subway.
1000%.
No one is paying her any mind. I thought that was hilarious. A pretty big time jump. So the aliens were low-key funny. It was almost like, because they were painted as these like scary beings, and then out of nowhere when he goes to their house, he's hilarious and talking just a normal human.
Gosh, the
and, like,
cat.
The cat. Is scared of cats?
Dude. Well, the cat, did you guys see what the cat was?
It's a type of of like alien.
Yes. Monster
That's
thing.
why he was like, that's not a cat.
Yeah.
But I think the joke is that all cats are those things. Wasn't that the joke? Or only that one cat?
Only that one, because he could tell just by looking at that specific one. And they were like, it's just a cat. And he was like,
interesting.
I
thought it was all cats.
No, that's why he looked at that one specifically and was like, that's not a cat,
I thought he didn't even know what a cat
Samuel L.
was.
Jackson like loves the cat, and he's like, oh, the cat.
Did you notice that like that's the cat that scratches? That's the reason why he has the eye.
Yeah, that's why he has the eye patch.
So that was one of my last bullet points.
Do you have any other? There's like a bunch of different things from that movie that are basically a catalyst for constructing the Avengers. Like at the end of the movie.
Oh yes, no. The very last line, I think I know what you're going to say. And it gave me chills when I said it. And I wrote down that quote. I guess I'll skip to that part. But when he said, "S.H.I.E.L.D. alone can't protect us. We need more." I was like, whoa. That was literally how it kind of ended.
Well, and that guy ends up becoming his agent. He's the part of, with Samuel L. Jackson, like making the Avengers.
Oh, the white guy.
Yeah. So so her call sign when she was in the Air Force was call sign Avenger. That's her. So that's where he gets it from. He just goes, at one point he's looking down and goes, he sees her call sign Avenger and just goes, well, what are you going to call that team? Right after he says that quote. And then he looks down and goes, I think I got something. So he calls it Avengers. And then even her name.
I did not pick that up at all.
So even her name, Captain Marvel, the lady who she was her mentor, her name was Marvel. So that's why she's Captain Marvel.
Two separate.
Yeah, but that's why she named herself after.
I remember him. He said that you should put them together, and she was like, "No, they're two separate words." And he's like, "I think you should put it together." And it was just a fun play on words. Okay, so just I guess to backtrack, I said scared of cats, and then I was like, "Oh my God, Jude Law is the bad guy." Did not see that coming at all. Literally at all. Once that happened, Tiffani, once that happened, I was sad. I was like, this movie is so good. What a great twist of having, I think I said, I thought she was an alien pretending to fit in with humans, but she was actually just a human being mind controlled, and just such a good twist. Oh my, I was sad. Then the creation of her suit was really fire. With her friend's daughter. Yes, but was she wearing a Captain America shirt, and that's where they got the idea from?
No, she was wearing just a U.S. Air Force.
Is that what it was? Because it was it was red, white, and blue, and I thought it was the Captain America shield.
No, it said United States Air Force.
Pointed to it.
That's why she points.
The Air Force.
She points down and goes, "Well, maybe that, since we're on the same team now."
Yeah, and I thought that was a call to Captain America. No,
I think just America.
It's just it's red, white, and blue. I mean, anything. Yeah. If you have the first name Captain, it better be red, white, and blue.
Because she was like with the girl and she kept like messing with the colors. And
well, it's funny because there's so many little things in there. When they changed the color at one point, you guys didn't notice because it's like an inside joke thing. But for years, they've always like on the Green Lantern. Like nobody likes the Green Lantern for some reason. I don't know why. And at one point, she changes to the Green Lantern, and they both look at each other, and they're just like, "No." And then they go to like the next thing. Yeah,
that was when she was like glowing, I think, or something. She was like glowing green or something.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Then I said cats being aliens was hilarious. Just such a funny. And then I thought of who in the boardroom came up with that idea. Definitely
so random.
A gardening thought for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great soundtrack. The fighting scene is "I'm just a girl," and like, oh my God, such a good song to be girls fighting. And then in the beginning, when she goes to find her friend, they're playing the "You gotta be cool, you gotta be stoned, you gotta be wiser." Wow, what a like two great female empowerment songs to be put on there. Jude Law sang to what's her name at the very end. He's like, "Prove that you can beat me," and then she blasted his ass. Across the desert.
Boom.
This is like why?
So funny.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna kill you.
He's like, prove it to me. Yeah. He was just like, prove to me you can beat me up. And she was like, boom. Like, and just shot his across.
Bye.
So funny. Then lastly, I said the shield alone can't protect us. We need more. Wow, what a powerful scene. Then I skipped to the ending credits because you guys reminded me to do that. Yeah. And the ending credit is that the cat throwing up the Tesseract. So I don't know how that relates to Iron Man, because Iron Man 1 is the third movie.
Yeah,
that's the third movie. So how does the cat throwing up the Tesseract, I guess don't tell me, but does it relate to Iron Man?
Well, listen, so the Tesseract is more
for later.
No, the Tesseract is one of the most important things in all 20 whatever movies. The Tesseract compressed and broken up turns into the Space Stone. It's one of the 5 Infinity Stones that is needed in order to collapse the universe.
Really?
Yeah, so it looks like a square.
Thanos?
And then at one point, Thanos grabs it and just breaks it, and it turns into this little stone, and he just puts it in the...
And Thanos is Gamora's dad, who Gamora is the green lady from Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes.
Another deep dive about Captain Marvel. In the early comic books, there was a one that was written in the 1970s. Captain Marvel is the only superhero to fight Thanos and beat Thanos in a previous film.
Really?
That's what I mean. Her story is not done.
She's not in Endgame, is she? Where they all disappear?
Everyone is.
She is, but then she leaves.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying her story is not finished, because she goes to go help some. I forget who she goes to help.
Everyone.
Yeah, but she was like.
No, she said that at one point she's like, "There's enough superheroes here. Like, I'm gonna go around to the places where they don't have people like us." And then she flies around the universe,
like other galaxies.
Yeah, all that, and does her thing.
Okay,
saving lives,
just fighting and punching.
I want to start giving ratings to these. I didn't give a rating for Captain America. I'm going to give
Oh,
it
man.
Ooh,
a
yeah.
6.
No,
Let me
hold
write.
on,
Hold
hold
on.
on. So we'll talk about it off air or whatever, but we follow these guys that go around like and they like drink around the world and drink at like Harry Potter. And they
Yeah.
have a rating system where each one of us, like out of 5 basically, you give it whatever, and then that would be the consistent rating across the board when you add them up to give it a whole number. So like if
like
yours
the
was 3
average.
yeah, if yours was 3.7, yours is 2.9, mine is 4.5, then we add that up the
Oh, we're
average,
going
and
out
it'd
of
be like,
5?
because that way if we did all 3 of us together, when we do the math, it would equal out to like a 9.7 movie, or you know what I mean, out of 10, like a whole
Okay.
it'd be a whole Dole Whip Destination actual rating at the end instead of just individual.
I'm gonna
Okay.
put DWD Marvel.
Yeah, and I saw them doing that, and I was like, oh, we need to be doing that. Just like, what do you give it? What do you
Well,
give it?
them like when they're actually tasting stuff, they do based off of vibes and then based off of taste.
Yeah,
So then that collectively would make their score.
yeah. So
But obviously we're not tasting.
so we can just do like, if you give it like, out of 5, and then I'll give it out of 5, and then we just add up what it is, and that'll be
Ooh,
the
5
official.
makes it even tougher because I wouldn't give it a 3.
So
So we can
Captain
do
America.
points, like point whatever.
Yeah.
I'll give Captain America a 2. Well, see, I feel like a 2 it sounds bad, but I feel like
No.
there's gonna be ones that hit.
Well, it's
4s
gonna
and
get
5s.
it's gonna exactly, and it's gonna get added up at the end too.
I'm giving it a 2. I
I'm gonna
didn't
give it
think Captain America was all great.
Ooh, Tiffany. I was gonna say a 2.8. I feel bad going like low for like
You're
the
going
first one.
2.8?
No, I'll say a 2.6.
I'm gonna
2.6.
I'm
Okay.
gonna match you at a 2.6.
Okay. So 2
But
plus
Captain
2.6
Marvel,
plus 2.6.
So
I'm
it's a
giving a 3.5. I thought
For
it was
what?
really good.
For what? A Captain Marvel?
Captain
Yeah.
Marvel,
I'll give it a
3.5.
3.
Hold on,
Actually, no,
wait.
3.7. Oh, yeah.
So
3.5 is good.
So then that means that a total of 7.2 for Captain America.
Okay. And then what are you giving Captain Marvel?
I'll give Captain Marvel a 2.7.
2.7. The first one?
Right.
Yeah. There's so many movies that if you
I know,
like
because
this,
there's room to
Thor.
grow, and I totally get that.
No, there's some.
Once you get to Fat Thor, oh my.
But there's also movies where it's like Captain
I've
Marvel.
seen Fat Thor.
Like Captain Marvel's a good movie, but then it's like it's up against movies where it's like had a $1.2 billion budget. Like you're not gonna beat that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's that?
I really
3.5?
loved the story. The story was so good.
And what, a 3? Okay, so that's 9.2 for Captain Marvel, which is outrageous.
I don't know if we're doing the math right. I think we need to
use a
find the
calculator.
average.
That's out of 15.
No, I'm saying I don't think. Out of
It's out of
15, not
10.
10. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, I don't think the 3 of us are hitting a 9 with our averages. Okay, I see what you mean now. Out of 15.
Okay, so next week will
So
be
9 out of 15 is like
Iron Man.
It's like a C, I guess. Actually, no, it's kind of like a D. I thought it was so good, though. I really had
once
low
we're done with all the
expectations,
movies,
and
then we can like show them and how we rated them.
Yeah, because the thing that it's the comparison. Right now we're starting off like you're saying, yeah, there's room for growth because like there's so many, when you compare them to some of the other movies, like the plots get thicker, they're like everything.
It's even hard to like rate Iron Man because that's like the oldest movie. And that I almost don't even want to watch it because I've seen it too many times that I just don't even care. But you have to see it to continue.
You guys don't need you don't need to watch it, but I will, and I'll still.
Well, we've just been rewatching them just to like,
I'll remember it. Yeah, I mean, this is my world, so I'll remember them.
Yeah, I'll probably just watch it just to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying all this without it.
That was a pretty good recap.
But I would highly recommend if you have not seen it yet. I mean, just all the bad press it got, and maybe it's just a female empowerment thing, and most males watch Marvel and just didn't.
Yeah,
like
maybe.
It. But I thought it was so
No,
good.
because
I really did.
If those movies get bad press, it's definitely not going to be the one thing that you won't find in like the nerdy comic world is
they're feminist,
is chauvinists. You know what I mean? So like prejudice against women, like predominantly, you won't find chauvinist guys. All of them are so horned up for hot ladies. They're like, no, we want that. Yes, more.
But also, Disney Plus does a really good job at putting it in order so that you don't have to think about it,
Yeah. But I was going to say, she is so pretty. Brie Larson, I think is her name. Her face is so symmetrical. I almost got lost looking at her face. I was just
I love her
she's so
United
perfect.
States of Terra. Have you watched that?
Wait, is that
She's the
That's with
daughter.
the multiple personalities?
Yes. She's
my
the
gosh,
daughter
she's really
that
young
works
in
at
it,
the
right?
restaurant. Yes.
Yes, but she's a teenager, or she's not. I mean,
Yeah.
she's young. Wow. I did not connect that at all.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. Well, next week will be Iron Man. Trent, every time I say it, you have to do it. I feel like
Iron Man. That's from Ozzy
is it from a
Osbourne
YouTube
song.
video or something?
No, it's from Black Sabbath.
I always thought you were doing like a Spanish accent.
I mean, he kind of is.
I am doing a Spanish accent because for some reason the little bit of like tism that I have makes me go every time I hear Iron Man, I hear a little Spanish man in my head going, "Yo soy Iron Man."
So he made it up.
So you
it's
made
just
that
something
up.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just a Spanish
That's a
version.
Trent original.
It's a Spanish version of Ozzy.
I'll take it. So every time we say Iron Man, you have to do your little thing. All right. We will get into we're still in spooky season. So we'll get into our main event. Our spooky season main event this week is the Mount Rushmore of villains. And this one was actually really fun for me to do. And typically I'm not a huge fan of the villains. It was
Like,
pretty
literally
easy. Did you do TV
done.
shows as well? Or only movies?
Movies.
I just did my
Okay.
favorite.
I did 2 and 2. I kind of split it up.
Okay.
All right, who wants to kick us off?
Do you want us to do all at once or one at a time?
Yeah.
All at once.
You can do all at once because I'm sure there's some crossover.
Okay. You want me to go first?
Nope.
You want to go first?
Yep.
Okay.
My first is Captain Hook. I feel like
okay.
I feel like he's the Disney catalyst, for that.
That is a great one. Why did I forget about it?
There'd be no experience of Tinkerbell flying through the park if there was no Captain Hook.
Wow.
Any specific movie? Like, is it like from Hook or from the cartoon?
If I had to choose, it would if him in general, but if we had to choose specifics, then I would say definitely
Hook's such a great movie.
I would say definitely Dustin Hoffman, who plays Hook in that movie, because there's a part where it's like my favorite part of that whole movie is when he's about to like shoot himself with the gun, and he was like, "Don't you stop me, Smeed! Don't you dare stop me, Smeed! Stop me, stop me, Smeed! Get off your ass and stop me!" And he's like,
he had a lot of layers to him in that movie. He was very like multi-dimensional and his
and shout out to Robin Williams, man.
Yeah. People forget that he's Peter Pan, really.
Yeah, he is Peter.
Besides Julie whatever from the first one in 1960.
Well, yeah, but
that little girl's Peter Pan.
Yeah. Wow, it's a great one.
After that,
Hook is a great pull.
Is gonna be Ernesto de la Cruz from Coco. He's the guy.
Okay.
That's like one of my that's my favorite musical movie of Disney.
He's the guy that plays
he
looks like the skeleton.
Yes.
In all white.
Yeah. But he played the something. I don't know if it was the guitar or what did he play?
Yeah.
Recuérdame, remember me. Which if anybody listening, the whole thing of Coco was that the guy who was helping him around and all that kind of stuff was actually his grandfather. That was Coco's grandfather, or Coco's dad was actually the one who was like helping out what's his name through the movie.
He had stolen his music.
Yeah, he stole his music. So Remember Me was actually written by Coco's dad. It's crazy that like the whole movie is basically just named after his grandmother.
Yeah, Coco.
What is going on with this thing?
Wow. What a great pull.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh, I was gonna say, if you listen to that song, "Remember Me," the Miguel version is really good.
I know
Miguel
you
sings
love
the
that
song.
version. You plugged
so good.
You plugged that a few times on the podcast.
I want them to listen to it. Jafar.
Yeah.
From Aladdin. I think he's just a classic bad guy. Like, I don't even like Jafar. That's how good of a bad guy he was. Like, you know what I mean? Some of them you can actually like. You know what I mean? Like, there's a few that you could be like, okay, this guy was kind of cool, but he just sucked. His thin little mustache. I love it. He was such a good bad guy.
Yeah, and he's like low.
That's why it was tough. I dislike him so much that I couldn't even put him on mine because I hate him. I almost dropped my camera. I hate him as a person so much that I can't even add him.
Yeah,
he was a contender.
Understandable.
I like you said, his smug face. I know what you mean.
Yeah, that look. Ugh. Okay, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is gonna be Syndrome.
Who?
Syndrome.
Is that from Incredibles?
I was just about
There
to
you
say
go.
the boy.
Yep, from Incredibles. I feel like if we're doing like,
How do you spell that?
man, SYND.
Wow,
He was
that's a
like
good one.
the boy that was just like rich, right?
He was the one that like kind of he like interrupted Mr. Incredible one night on one of his things that he was doing.
Yeah, he was like the little kid that
and then
used to
he
look
ends
up
up
to him.
being the bad guy in the
Yeah.
rest of the movie.
Yeah. Wow, great
Wow,
one.
that's
Yeah,
a
he
good
was kind of
one.
just like misunderstood.
Yeah, oh for sure.
Yeah, that's yeah. He was
Yeah.
misunderstood.
Wow, that was good.
Yeah, that's speaking
I
of.
wrote him down.
That's one of the funniest parts in there, like in the beginning when he first meets the kid, and like Mr. Incredible saves the guy through the building.
Yeah, that he was
And they're like,
that guy was trying to kill himself.
Yeah, he was just like, I saved your life. He goes, I saved your life, and he goes, no, you ruined my dead.
Yeah, he was mad because he wanted to die.
Dark, if you think
so
about
dark
it.
and
Oh my
low key
God.
that you'll like miss it if you're not paying attention.
Yeah, well, they do a good job with like if the parents got to watch, they do a good job
Mhm.
of getting them entertained.
Yeah, no, that was great.
Mhm.
Kasey, do you want to go
Exactly.
next?
Sure. All right, so my first one was Hades. I just think
Yep.
he's so funny, and
I thought about
he
that
might
one.
be, I think, the funniest villain. I'm trying to think of like any other villain that is funnier than him. That just you love to hate, but genuinely he's just like good all around villain.
Mhm.
So yeah, and he was like kind of not attractive, but in a point where you're like his charisma, which just kind of made you
Yeah,
like it made him
you
more
wanted him
likable.
in the
I don't know how to.
movie.
Well, he is
Yeah.
Satan.
Yeah, yeah, literally, he's Satan. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, tough. It's a tough sell, but they do
It's
a good job
Halloween.
at it. Number two, I had Yzma from Emperor's New Groove. I think
dude,
she's
are we the
also
same
hilarious.
person?
Did you have her?
Because both of
You
those
had
are
her?
on my list. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I like how you
Well,
guys are just
my
picking.
next two are TV shows.
Okay, well then that's
But
a
I
good one.
thought
Though. I mean, that's a
she
slept on one.
She's also hilarious. Hold the lever, Kronk.
Yeah, but
Like,
Kronk
come
is
on.
he's so
I
funny in
literally
that movie.
I had written down wrong lever. I just say like her one-liners. You could quote them 20 years later. They still hit.
The squirrel with the
Yeah.
thing when he has like the balloon animal, like all of a sudden out of nowhere he makes a balloon animal.
Just watched that not that long ago.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So 80s Yzma. Number three, I went to TV shows. I did She Go from Kim Possible. I thought
Good
she
one.
is just like bad in general.
Yeah.
And
Great outfit too.
yeah. And she was a villain, but not in a, I don't know. I just almost didn't think of her as like Jafar type of villain. She was not likable. I don't know how to
Because she was
explain it,
attractive.
but maybe, yeah. She looked good and had a cute outfit.
Jahar's ugly, so you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
You know?
So yeah,
That's a good
I
one.
love her, and she's also funny. Like she's just sarcastic, witty, just funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then lastly, this is a curveball.
Okay.
But Sharpay Evans.
What? You're gonna say she's a villain?
She's definitely the villain, Tiff.
Yeah.
And what? Who's that?
She's the villain of High School Musical.
High School Musical.
No idea.
Ashley Tisdale. You would know. You've seen any of the High School Musicals?
I haven't
in passing?
seen one scene. No.
Yeah, I know. I was telling him because Dancing with the Stars, have you been keeping up with it? The guy from Pentatonics just did Bop to the Top. And so I was telling Trent, and he was like, what is this? And
we didn't watch this past one, but Topanga brought out Mr. Feeney.
Yeah, we haven't watched this
Oh, it's
week.
tomorrow.
Did we watch this week? Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay, well then she's bringing out Mr. Feeney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
I'm
doing
excited.
great.
And fun fact, actually, the guy from Pentatonics is in High School Musical, the musical, that TV show, and he plays what's his name's husband, Ryan's husband. So he got to play Ryan.
Yeah.
In
That's
Dancing
why
with
I was
the
telling
Stars.
Trent, I was like, that makes so much sense that he's doing this song just because of that. But we actually saw Pentatonics and they were amazing.
Oh, I bet. I mean, they got incredible voices. So yeah, Sharpay Evans. I mean, she's not technically she's not out to rule the world, but she wants to rule the high school, and she will
ends
take
up
down
being good later
in the end. So yeah, I have a closing question that I'll ask afterwards. So kind of ruminate on this, but I wanted you to think, who is the most misunderstood villain? Well, we'll do it after your list.
Well, Syndrome, we were just saying how he was misunderstood. So my number one is Ursula, obviously. I don't know how neither of you said Ursula because she's number one. Like, she's funny. The cartoon Ursula and the new one, Melissa McCarthy as Ursula, great. Like, just amazing.
Yeah.
Number 2, Hades, because again, hilarious. Just so funny. Hades could have his own movie. Like,
He really
honestly,
should.
he should.
I'm surprised they didn't do a spinoff.
The actor who plays him, I can't think of the name off the top of my head.
Can't either.
All I can
famous
think about,
voice.
all I can think about is him in Family Guy, because at one point they're like, "Yeah, I know how to capture him," and then they just keep putting pieces of candy, and he goes, "Piece of candy, piece of candy." I forgot his name though, but
he's just so good.
So
like we were
good.
saying, just classic, just funny guy. My number 3, another classic, Cruella de Vil. She's also funny.
Yeah.
She's not trying to be funny, but she is
It's
funny.
tough because I also hate her too. So I wanted to put them on there because they are great villains.
But I also love her
But
outfits.
I'm biased, you know?
So,
yeah.
And I love the new ones with Emma Stone. They're great. I can't wait for the next one.
I think she was great, and everyone liked her in this new Cruella, but I think it's before she murders and skins dogs.
Yeah. So no, there's gonna be another one. So I'm curious how that one's gonna go.
But also at the same time too, it's just like, what kind of, that's some crazy wealthy person stuff where it's like you have like all the greatest textures in the world.
Yeah.
And you go all the way back to just like, nah, just make a jacket out of a
No,
dog.
I want spots.
Nah, just make it out of a dog though. Like you didn't even like, you know what I mean? You had like
It's a crazy
leopards
concept if you think about
cheetahs.
it.
She could have, she could have had a grizzly
because they're
bear.
rare.
She was like, no.
You barely ever see Dalmatians anywhere. It's a rare.
They're all skinned.
Rare.
They're all a jacket now. They're either working for the fire
say,
department.
As somebody with a part Dalmatian dog, it just,
Yeah.
I can't get behind it. You know, it's too close to home, literally.
She just cracks me up. I can't. And then my number 4 was Yzma, but I did put an honorable mention. So I will say Scar because.
See, also, I hate him too, you know, but so tell me why,
But also
why
great.
Scar?
I don't know. I feel like he makes movies. Sometimes he has little jokes too. And I don't know. If
I feel like that's the definition.
Whole story with the Mufasa, and then he would have never grown up to be the lion that he was, you know?
Well, that's what makes a good villain to me is like, even when I'm watching movies that aren't Disney and stuff like that, like if I start not liking you as a person,
great job.
You're doing a great job because that's not even who you are. Hell, half the time it's not even their real accent and all that stuff.
Also, Scar's song, the best. So I'll go with Scar instead of Yzma because you already said it.
Going back to who's the most misunderstood, I actually put Scar for the most misunderstood. Because I think he really is just an insecure, I almost said person, but I guess like an insecure lion. And he lived in the shadows of Mufasa for so long that I think that just ticked away at him. I don't know. I just think he was really misunderstood. That like he didn't get like proper love as a cub, I guess you would say. And I don't know. I think if his life went differently, he probably wouldn't have ended up the way he did, you know?
Well, you could say the same thing for Syndrome, because if Mr. Incredible would have taken him in at that one time, then he would have been a superhero and not a villain. So
yeah.
Wow.
What do you guys have? Do you have anybody, Trent, for the most misunderstood?
No, I understand them all. They're all just, you know.
I understand them all.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
He's like, nope, that makes sense.
Well, I mean, Scar's probably the one, I think, not misunderstood, but probably most deserving of his anger. I mean, in the base of everything, Mufasa's not even part of their family. Like, the kingdom was supposed to be Scar's. They just liked Mufasa more. That's messed up. Could you imagine, like, all of a sudden one of your friends kind of gets adopted by your family and then your parents pass away and leave everything to them? You'd be like, what the
But also, look how big and luscious Mufasa was.
Who cares?
Scrawny and just like, meh, Scar was.
Who cares? There was no TV screens. They weren't had billboards up everywhere and stuff like that. All they would do was hump and make babies. Yeah, they're just like, he's not even hot. He's like, not even hot.
Read us out everyone's list.
Okay. Trent's was Captain Hook, Ernesto, Jafar, and Syndrome. Case, you had Hades, Yzma, Shigo, and Sharpay. And then I had Ursula, Hades, Cruella de Vil, and Scar.
Solid. I think we all had
Pretty
really
solid.
good lists.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty
Beautiful.
good, pretty good.
All right, we are already at an hour and 15. To speed through this next segment, which we were going to do last week, and I think I actually teased it last week, and I had to do a little disclaimer at the end saying, sorry, our battery died, and we had to pivot. But this new segment for the next, how many movies? There's 8 movies or 7? 7, I
I
think.
think there's 7 because the
Well, because
last
there's 6
one is
books.
a 2-parter.
So this new segment is called Butterbeer and Breakdowns.
We're in our movie era.
Yeah. We're going to start with Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Came out in 2001.
Mhm.
I had not rewatched these movies. Actually, I did, 2 years ago when I got my wisdom teeth out. I was
Yeah,
so
but you were like in a daze, you know?
yeah, I was on all sorts of things and I don't really remember it. So I got to like really sit and rewatch it, take notes, what I thought of it.
Mhm.
Want to just do a little top of this little segment disclaimer. I don't mess with J.K. Rowling. I don't stand for anything that she stands for, and I'm just gonna do that disclaimer. But I do really love the movies. I like the stories, I like the characters, and the world that is built around it. So
Yeah,
just a
she
little
has
disclaimer.
created a magical world.
Yeah, I mean, it really is it feels like you're stepping into just a different world, and then
You're a
Universal really
wizard,
made it come to life
Harry.
as well. So did you guys take notes or do you want me just to go through my top to bottom of it?
I only wrote one thing that I wanted to ask you. And I wanted to ask you if you thought that Snape was messing with Harry's broom the whole time.
While
Did you
he's
believe
at
that?
while he's playing the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really think about it, but yeah, I assumed he was.
He was protecting him. You'll
Oh,
see that later.
it
But
was what's his
spoiler
name?
alert, Professor Quirrell.
Yeah. I put as the first bullet point, they really cooked with that intro song. That was the first movie, and they had no idea that that intro song was going to be what it ended up being. That
Oh yeah,
little
they did.
dun, like the
The guy who did the orchestra and all that kind of stuff is also the guy who does the orchestra and everything and writes for Star Wars and all that stuff for all these years.
That makes so much
They
sense.
they knew it was gonna be a hit.
I was telling Trent I
Really?
want to go to one of those so bad where they do the orchestras with the movies.
Yeah, that guy is
Mhm.
like I forgot
Yeah,
his
I will
name.
cry
Yeah.
my eyes out, but I want to see it.
Mhm.
I think it's me.
Wow. Yeah, they're doing that for Twilight now, orchestra with it, and tickets are so expensive.
They
They were like
shouldn't be. I just tried
$300
to
and
rewatch Twilight the other day. That's the dumbest damn
Yeah.
movie.
We got like
It's
an
so
hour
corny.
in and
It's
we
so
were just
it's
like,
so bad. The acting
pretty
is
bad.
so bad.
it's so
No,
bad.
the acting is
Yeah.
so bad. It literally is one of those movies that now has become a comedy. Like if you
Yeah,
if you watch
yes.
that and your heart flutters, you're
Like I saw this video on TikTok and it was this girl filming her boyfriend. It was like my boyfriend watching Twilight for the first time. And this guy just on the floor dying laughing when Edward goes into the sun and starts glistening with glitter.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just like, what? Like
It's
you're
like-
beautiful.
They get better though.
Like,
They don't.
They get better. When the budget goes up, they get better. They
And just
do.
no, it's just them doing more dumb stuff.
I'm just happy we saw them in their era so that we could appreciate them how they
Yeah.
were meant to be.
Listen,
But now watching back, it definitely doesn't hold up. Like how we just watched Blade and we're like, that's still a great movie. But like watching it back, it is a
Mhm.
comedy. It's a comedy.
no one thinks about the
Yeah.
fact that this old man
Yeah.
is just hitting on young girls for years, dude.
Yeah.
Like
17-year-old
Bella is 17. This guy is 109 years old.
Yeah.
And he's just hitting on young girls from
He doesn't hit on any other people though.
Because he
Like that's
didn't
the
s-
only
because
love
he-
interest he's really ever had.
That we saw.
that you saw. So over all these years, he's never been like, well, those are some nice ever. So all of a sudden,
Yeah.
I think
it's been
that's kind of
100.
Kind of the joke is that he doesn't find anybody else attractive.
I
like
think
ever.
that I think that that's what they want you to think. But I'm just letting you know that if he can get an erection, he's liked other girls. The guy, he doesn't sleep.
Oh
He has
my
nothing to do.
God.
He's never just been like, let me go. First off, if you're in body glitter,
Yeah.
just go to South Beach and you'll blend right in. No one's gonna care. They'll be like, oh, he's here for day glow.
I
Not like,
know.
you know what I mean? Sweet
Throwback.
body glitter, cool. Yeah, he's
Okay,
at Fantasy Fest in the Keys.
Okay, we just went all the way to Twilight. So Harry Potter.
Harry Potter,
I
the
know.
Sorcerer's
We're
Stone.
back to Harry Potter. They cook with the theme song. I said
Yeah.
I said Dumbledore. Hang on.
Engelbacher.
Did you realize that's not the Dumbledore that will be in the rest of the movies? That is the original Dumbledore that he's in the first
No,
and
that
the
I knew
second
because
movie.
he dies, right? Like in real life?
Yeah, he died in real life. But I will say, and I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but I love the second Dumbledore, and I'm honestly happy that it ended up how it did. He should have been Dumbledore from the get because he's amazing.
I was going to say, you think he was a better actor?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Okay.
So much better. I can't wait for you to get to the movie 3.
I mean, I know the difference. I just didn't think this one was all that bad. You know, it didn't really stick out to me as being bad.
Ooh, like, no. He's horrible.
Like he's like having a stroke. Jeez.
Yeah. He's like, can't breathe. Like, get out of here, dude.
It actually sounded just like him, which is kind of crazy. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. So that was the note that I had, that Dumbledore and the female professor look the same age.
Professor McGonagall,
Maybe.
who just recently passed away this year, R.I.P.
Yeah. I said that they look the same age as when Harry's a baby as he does when he's a teenager. Like they don't look any younger when he's a baby. And like, I don't know, 15 years went by or something. They look the same age. I don't know if that was
Dumbledore is also really old.
What was like 200 years old?
Yeah, Dumbledore is old.
So 10 years to him doesn't mean anything.
Mm-mm.
Okay, that makes sense. So then I'm going from beginning to end. The CGI snake looked awful. Oh my God. When they're in that zoo or wherever they are.
If they could redo that now, it would be so much better.
It looked horrible.
And he goes, thanks.
I mean, yeah, it was like a cool scene, but just it looked so fake.
Yeah.
It's from 24 years ago.
Yeah, but I was just thinking of other things that came out around that time. But it was also weird because so much of the other parts of the movie that had CGI looked incredible. There are other parts
there's some that are remade. Like the snake part, like some of the parts that they did, they re-edited.
Like it's a remastered version?
The same way if you watch a lot of the Star Wars, like they look totally different than like the VHS version. Like there's scenes inside Star Wars that do not exist in the actual movies.
Interesting. That makes sense because like I was like, how does some of this look so good and then they have this busted looking snake?
Yeah.
But that makes sense. Having a room under the stairs is crazy, but having a lock on the outside is diabolical. Like it's one thing to have a room under the stairs, but it's another thing to like lock them in on the outside to that room. Like,
but that's one thing too I did write down. I said, why did no one just keep Harry from the get? Because Dumbledore and them come and drop him off to this family that they know sucks. So why wouldn't Dumbledore just adopt Harry, or even Hagrid? Hagrid could have adopted Harry and he could have just lived on the grounds his whole entire life.
Because realistically, he's a janitor. They were like, we can't have the janitor of our school adopting children. It's just a bad look for Hogwarts. The guidance counselor there was just like, that's a bad look if we just have janitors and stuff just adopting kids.
I mean, obviously we needed the story.
He literally is the one that brought like the giant spider and brought a troll and brought a giant. Like they're like, yo, Hagrid, stop bringing to the school.
I did. That was the other thing I did write down. I shouldn't have told you that.
He's out there and
he's always like he's just like word vomiting and he's like,
he's a liability.
He starts off by the movie by committing a wizard felony. He gives the kid a pigtail. You're not allowed to use magic on,
which is great. Love that.
Yeah, you want this. There's no way he doesn't drink. He shouldn't be adopting kids.
Yeah. One of my last bullets, and I'll go back to where I was, but one of my last ones, when like school ends for the school year, it's kind of crazy that they let Harry go back to that uncle's house, even if it's just for the summer, that they let him go back to that.
Now go back in your hole and take your beatings.
Yeah.
Even if it's just
after that, it does end up being a little bit different because they end up being scared of Harry.
Yeah.
So he's still obviously hated within the family, but he ends up getting a room
on such bad terms that I was like, what makes them think that he's going to be welcome back for 2 months? Like, I don't know, that was just crazy.
And the Prisoner of Azkaban, he actually leaves.
Yeah. Number 3.
Okay.
Ron comes and gets him with the car.
When the letter started coming, did he understand why somebody was desperately trying to get a hold of him? When all those letters were coming, did he understand there was a Hogwarts and that somebody
had never had a letter in his life.
He didn't know. That's the whole
What did he
thing.
think was happening when all those letters came through the door?
I think they just thought that it was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, in the moment. I mean, remember, like, there's not until they actually move to the lighthouse and
Hagrid
And
comes
Hagrid
in
comes
and
in there
he's
and-
like, "You're a wizard, Harry."
Yeah.
Like literally and he's like, "Oh, what?"
Well, he actually, because he starts asking him, he's like, you never thought that he's like, you ever have moments where you can talk to animals or do anything that people couldn't explain, you know? And then that's when he lets him
So
know.
no, he has no idea.
Speaking of that little hideaway, that was my next bullet point, was that, where is it? I had zero memory of Hagrid going to the hideaway to get Harry. I didn't remember how Harry got to Hagrid, but I did not remember them going, was it like a lighthouse or something that they hid in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like a little tiny island in the middle of the ocean, like
Zero memory of that.
Yeah.
Did not remember that. And then I was like, wow, the origin of You're a Wizard, Harry. That's where it came from, was that scene, which was very full circle.
And
Was Harry's mom a muggle, or why was Harry's aunt not a witch too?
So you have to be born with just the ability. There's some families that are all witches and warlocks. There's some families where
Ron's family is all wizards and all witches.
It's just something that you can be born with. Hermione is born of 2 muggle parents, but for some reason she has powers. You know?
Okay.
That's what they call her, a mudblood.
There's some people that are half and half. Both of Harry's parents are both wizards.
Yeah.
But Harry's mom is, but his sister, or I'm sorry, her sister is not.
No.
Yeah.
And that's why she's so mean, because she goes like, she was like at one point, like, your mother was always the favorite of the family. And blah, blah. I remember when they were so happy when they found out that she was going to Hogwarts. So they must have had a bloodline of wizards and stuff already
They knew
throughout
of
there.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Harry's dad comes from like a long line of that, because in the movies you actually find out that he's a...
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. And then during this scene of while they're like trying to fight to get Harry to go with Hagrid, it was killing me that Dudley's just eating cake during all of this.
Harry's cake.
He's in the background while everyone's like fighting, like, Harry, you're not going, I am going. And he's just like in a corner, just like shoveling cake. I thought that was... I really want to visit London again. I've only been one time, and I was 12, and it just really looks so cool to visit. I
that
really
is
want
definitely on me and Trent's bucket list. We always wish.
We already
say we're like from the wrong country.
We already spoke that all 3 of us briefly before, but we need to do that trip anyway, because we can land in the UK and take the train over to France and then go to Disney Paris.
Yeah. But I definitely want to go. They have the Harry Potter lot in London, and they have like all of these props from the movie sets, and it's so cool.
Yeah, I bet.
Like, kind of like how they have that store in New York, but that like on crack. In London for a really long time, they had the Harry Potter on Broadway, which is like the next story. It's like the Cursed Child or something. That was going on for a long time in London only, and now that's on tour.
Yeah, it's in New York. I've been meaning to go watch it. I've heard it's very good. And tickets actually really aren't, they're not that expensive. They're like $50.
Malfoy just played in it as his dad.
In London or in New York?
In New York.
Wow. But he's not doing it anymore? His like time
No,
has
I think
come?
he was just doing like a guest appearance.
Okay. So this is a question for you guys. Was Professor Quirrell part Voldemort in the beginning? Like the entire movie? Was he
the entire
part
movie?
Voldemort? Okay.
That's why you saw him with the wrap since the get.
Yeah.
Like right when he's with Hagrid and he sees him in that little like cafe or whatever that was, and everyone's like saying hi Harry, like, because that's the first time that they're ever seeing him, and they've heard about him for 11 years, you know. And he's already wearing the thing on his head that is basically Voldemort.
Okay, that makes sense. I didn't know if it was a certain part in the movie where he like a switch flipped, or if he always was.
Yeah.
Then I said, do you remember my East Village apartment? That
The first one?
Yeah. Like, I used to call that, when I was apartment hunting, I called that my Harry Potter apartment, because the alley that where you guys slept, that alley, I used to call Diagon Alley. It was such a...
Because it was just like in the middle, it was just a hole in the middle of the building.
It was in the middle of 2 buildings. And basically all that was in there was like pigeons and...
Yeah, those
like
freaking pigeons, man. Those are the biggest pigeons I've ever seen in my life. And why were they so loud?
Yeah.
They were so loud. Like the loudest pigeons I had ever heard.
But that view was, oh my God, to think that like what my view is now is just crazy. Like 5 years ago, me would know
literally
that.
night and day.
Yeah. But it's funny because when we were touring, I literally called that my Harry Potter apartment for like all the ones I was touring.
Well, compared to that is the closet.
Yeah. Yeah. Universal did a really good job with replicating Diagon Alley. It literally is the spitting image. Almost every inch of it completely mirrors it. They did
down to the Weasley store.
Such a good job. Then I guess a question, is Diagon Alley a hidden place in London or is it like an alternate universe?
It's a hidden place in London.
Okay, so it's still you're there. It's just
you're there. It's pretty much where you go
it's
to.
Like cloaked.
Yeah, so they can't see it, like Muggles can't see it. It's also based off of a real street that's in London and part of a historical district. Where if you walk, it's very short and small, but there's a little alley that you can go through, and all those houses are built all wonky and everything like that on these cobblestones and stuff.
Cool.
Then the rest of the movie is kind of like where the castle and all that stuff is kind of based off of like different parts of the UK, like Edinburgh.
Yeah.
And like
I know the castles, like it's really like 3 castles kind of made into one.
When the main castle is the one that's in Scotland.
Yeah.
Is where like kind of it's based off.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out if it was like a different, like if they entered a portal to go somewhere totally different.
No,
or
dude, if you the books are so much different. Like the first book in 1995, it's called The Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah.
And ultimately, and this isn't even a joke, they literally, Hogwarts is just in the woods. Like you just, like it's just, you just walk through. Yeah, you just walk in the woods and it's just the school there. Like
they don't take the platform, the 3/4 train or whatever.
There's a train and all that stuff, but ultimately just where it is, like you could.
But even if like when you're at Universal and you're going into Diagon Alley, if you listen or if it's quiet enough, you can hear like in the movie how Hagrid does the thing with the bricks, like for them to open for you to go in. So it's cloaked for Muggles, obviously, to not go inside.
Okay. That makes sense. Just a little tidbit. I think from the start to beginning of all the movies, I think Jenny might have changed the most the age-wise versus because when she first was in this movie, she's like 5 years old. She looks so young.
She's a little girl.
Yeah, and then by the end of it, she's dating Harry. So it was
That's what I was gonna say. The first one you see her crush though, as a little girl liking Harry. You know,
she's only 2 years younger.
I think she developed the most. I feel like out of like physically out of all of the characters, she just looks like an actual like toddler, and then she's like a woman.
Yeah.
Well, she was 9, and all of them were 11 when they filmed.
She was 9?
Yeah, she's only 2 years younger.
Yeah, because I know Harry's 11.
Well, it's just like they're just little kids. It's like, you know, I bet you Shaq was small at one point. And
I literally thought she was 5 years old. I thought she was like child.
And the reason why it probably is such a big difference in terms of how you watch her grow is because it's almost like when you lose weight. If you're looking at yourself in the mirror all the time, you can't tell the difference. It's like we saw all the Harry and everybody so much that it's like you kind of didn't realize that they were.
Almost forget about Jenny.
Because for her, she's like not in 2 movies. Like she's barely in the movies until like the end.
And then something I noticed, did you guys peep this, that Jenny grown up looks identical to Harry's mom? Have you ever seen them side by side?
She does.
They look
a little bit
identical. Oh my God. Like,
I mean, those
it could be his mom. Like,
but also that Irish northern UK kind of blood, like they all
that like strawberry blonde, you know.
Yeah, there's only
fair skin.
I was gonna say there's only so many faces in the UK. I think there's like 3 different faces. Yeah, and
all the same.
It's like Lego.
I saw Harry's mom in this movie, and then I had the image of how the last movie ends with like Annie and as a mom and like her kids at the platform, and I was like, that looks exactly like Harry's mom. Then I said that we should do an official house test. Have you guys ever done that to find out what house you are?
We're both Hufflepuff.
Are you? What did you do the test on?
Pottermore.
Okay, I need to do an official one. I don't know what I'm going to be. What do you think I'm going to be?
Ravenclaw.
You're Ravenclaw.
Aren't Ravenclaws into reading and?
It depends. It's more of a personality thing. There's a whole bunch of questions. So I
feel like Ravenclaws are smart. They're nice.
Hermione is Ravenclaw, right?
No, Hermione is Gryffindor.
They're all Gryffindor.
Oh yes, all 3 of them are. Okay.
Yeah, in the
know, so, like, yeah.
movies, Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff really aren't like shown that much, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
So that's why I'm excited for the show.
But
so we can
Ravenclaw,
see.
the person who was Ravenclaw or whatever, was one of the most powerful wizards. Like one of the main creators of Hogwarts.
Or actually,
They still
what's
it's
his
in more in the
name?
books.
That is in the 4th movie. He was a Hufflepuff, wasn't he? Cedric.
Cedric? Yeah, he was.
Cedric was a Hufflepuff.
When is the last time you guys took this test? How long has it been?
It's been years.
I took it like
I think
7 times though.
But
You
I
should
will
retake
say,
it.
We don't want
I
to change.
used to be a Slytherin.
That's what I'm saying. Your personalities might have changed in the past couple of
don't
years.
want to. We're like alumni that have already graduated.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? That was my fraternity. We're done.
Well, because when me and Trent,
Okay.
because there was a period where me and Trent had Universal passes and we didn't have Disney passes, and I feel like we've like even when we went to the stores and stuff, like if you ask like people that work there, like what do you think I am? Like people usually say that I'm a Hufflepuff, so I feel like it fits.
All right, well, for next week, I'll come back with my answer because I am curious what I am.
Yeah.
The Quidditch match CGI, I thought looked really good for the time. So, like, comparing that to the snake, like, the CGI for that looked real. Like, as a child, I thought they were, like, levitating, flying through the sky, when in reality, I'm sure they were indoors
in a room
with just
yeah
a green screen and with like, strings, that looked so real. I just thought they did a very good job on the Quidditch match.
Yeah.
Love how they say Happy Christmas. I think we all just, like, need to get into saying that. It sounds so much better than Merry Christmas. Just like, Happy Christmas,
is
Harry.
cute.
I don't know. I've never even thought. Whenever they said that, I was like, who cares?
You didn't notice it?
No, I'm saying like I'm just talking about like in regular life when people were just like it needs to be, because there was a moment in time where people were like we need to switch from merry to happy, and it was for some stupid reason. I was like, who gives a shit?
Either or.
You're trying to say the same thing. Have a good day.
No, I think what you're thinking of is Happy Holidays versus Merry Christmas, because not everyone celebrates Christmas, so that you would say Happy Holidays. But I think Happy Christmas just has a nice ring to it. I just think it's nice.
I think it does. I think phonetically it's almost like
sense.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like if you were reading like a book, you'd be like, okay, well they just did that wrong.
Happy Christmas, Harry.
You know. And
well, because
then
you say,
I said to them,
you say happy everything else, Happy Valentine's Day, Happy Thanksgiving, happy everything. You know, it's just
Happy
Mary
New
is
Year's.
the only one. Exactly, everything is happy.
I think it's that spirit. I think it's that's special.
So a debate question. This is like a big debate on TikTok. Do you think Harry Potter is a Halloween movie series, or do you think it's meant for Christmas time? Like, would you rather watch it during Halloween or watch it during Christmas time?
It's a Christmas movie, but I think it's meant for the seasons. So it could be both. I think you start it during October and you can rewatch it through the holidays.
Yeah, it's a seasonal
kind of
movie.
how we're doing it. We're watching it like, well, the 7 movies will take up basically the whole holiday season if you do one at a time. Yeah, it's highly contested.
And we rewatch it literally every year, multiple times a year. We love the movies.
I was gonna say, realistically, if they want to be technical, it's neither. Every single year they go back to Hogwarts on September 3rd.
Oh, it's summer. Yeah.
So
oh yeah,
and they just
it's
and
the
they
whole
just
school year.
And they just live there because it's a boarding school. So
but
it's
you
really
see them multiple times go on Christmas break. So that's why you associate it with Christmas.
Yeah, but realistically it's like it's neither. You're just watching kids live their lives.
But you never see them go trick-or-treating. They're not, you know what I mean? It's not a Halloween movie.
Yeah, do they never mention Halloween?
No.
So the fact that
they
say
Christmas.
But that's the thing. The fact that they say it is, it's like, well, it's released in September, and they mainly talk about Christmas. So
yeah,
I think the only reason why people say Halloween because it's like what you would dress up as. Like, yeah, you would dress up as a wizard or as a witch. I resonate it more with Christmas just because it feels like I could have a fireplace going and watching it in the background. It just feels cozy. It should be on when like there's snow outside.
Yes. I think on Peacock they literally have a Harry Potter Yule log like fireplace that it's just like a 24/7 like it looks
cozy.
like Harry Potter. Yeah. It like crackles and everything. Nice.
All right, so skipping towards the end, the chess scene is really crazy to be happening to 11-year-olds. I don't think that movie would fly nowadays. He literally was like sacrificing his life knowing he was going to die at 11 years old. And I can't think of another movie where that would fly in 2025. Like you would
I
never
could think
see
of
an 11-year-old.
Hey,
Oh, I guess
all of
Stranger
Stranger
Things.
Things. All of them. It's literally 11-year-old kids fighting demons from the underworld.
True.
We love it.
It's like, what?
I guess what else besides Stranger Things though?
Skeleton Key, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant Kate Hudson. That's a good movie. Have you ever seen that?
That's a great movie, but no, the Star Wars.
There's honestly so many. I feel like that what you just explained was the premise of any kids movie is
Stranger Things. Yeah.
Well, it's most little kid movies. I mean, Goonies.
I was about to say the Goonies.
It's been happening
but also
forever.
Goonies is very old. It's very old. I was thinking of something now where they would have an 11-year-old actually dying, but Stranger Things, yeah.
The Omen. He's literally a child.
Children of the Corn.
You know? There's a
All
lot
of these
weird
are very
kids.
old movies, though.
The premise is it's not that big of a deal, though. It's like
kids are weird.
You're sometimes you're trying to find morality in like movies where it's like they're kids that are wizards.
Yeah,
the kids were sacrificing themselves.
We also just rewatched that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I take it back. It just seemed kind of crazy to see actual children about to die. I was just, whoa. Ending it with, I said, overall great movie. I bet they had no idea what fire they were igniting with this series. I know there was the whole series of books, but I don't know if they really understood the magnitude they were about to build by dropping this first movie.
I think so, because you guys were kind of too young to really remember you kind of remember.
No, I remember the book fairs at Timber Trees.
Listen, it came out in 1995. You were 2. So what I'm saying is yes, the first book dropped in 1995 or 94. Yes.
I still remember them being
I know, but that was already at book number 6. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you saw it at you literally saw it at book 6. Yeah. I'm saying the craze, my sister was obsessed with reading books. And when I remember going with her to the bookstore to get the first Harry Potter, and it was 1996 or 5, one of those 6.
I remember people lining outside of Barnes and Nobles,
but it was on
get the book.
But this was on CNN. It was on the nightly news. There was this craze when it first came out that was it was leading to the movies. It was people it was so wild when everybody started when you guys started finding out about it was 2 years before they released the movie. You know what I mean? 3 years before they released the movie, realistically.
That's why we ended up.
If you found out in 1998 or 99, then it was they were already in production. By then, they probably already almost casted. You know what I mean?
I remember going to most of every midnight showing of Harry Potter when it came out.
But I was late to the game. I mean, I'll admit, if this came out in 2001, I didn't know about Harry Potter until 2001. I mean, that was when, I don't know what book they were on, but
they were done.
That was when no.
Yes.
No. The books were coming out until, because I was 8, I guess, at the time.
Well, they were re-releasing
and I was way old. I was older. I was
that.
older than 8 than when the last book came out.
Yeah.
I remember being at because Nikki Bourne, shout out, was a diehard Harry Potter person, and she ran to the bookstore. I don't know where we were on, a Girl Scout trip or something. It might have been somewhere in middle school. She grabbed the book and read the last chapter because she wanted to know how the last book ended. She would. All right.
That's
well,
what I'm
next
saying.
week.
So that was when they were done. If she was reading the last book, they were done.
But I wasn't 8,
2?
is what I'm saying. I was older than that. 2 is Chamber of Secrets, and it actually came out in 2002. So it was a year later. What a quick turnaround! They must have.
They probably filmed them back to back.
Yeah, they had to have. It was literally less than a year later. The second one came out, which was, I thought, just a crazy turnaround time for such a huge movie with a lot of production.
But a very important movie about Tom Riddle.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was Butterbeer and Breakdowns. Like I said, we'll do. Actually, no. What would you rate it? The first one. We'll do ratings for this as well.
Okay, I'll rate it.
So out of 5, I'll give this first one. Let's see. I want to give room to grow. I'm going to say a 2.5. I thought it was good. It set the story. The CGI, I think, will definitely get better over time. So
I'm giving it a 2.
Tiffany's a harsh critic.
I hate that Dumbledore. I'm not getting a better score until the new one's in it. What's your score?
Funny enough, the new one who plays him in the third movie, The reason why he didn't get casted for the first two is because he actually plays Gandalf in Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a huge actor in the UK.
Which basically is Dumbledore because they're both wizards
I was
that are
gonna
tall
say
and white with
he
a
literally
beard.
had to look exactly the same. Did
It's
not.
pretty-
So what's your score for the first one?
I'm gonna give it a 3.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So what's
That's a
that,
decent
math guy?
score.
7.2.
7.5
I mean, that's still like a 50%. That's an F, but
out of 15.
it's something. It's
Yeah.
something. All right.
Wow.
All right, we'll do a very, very quick cue line. Going off of villains, because this kind of went with our theme today.
Mhm.
Which Disney villain would throw the best Halloween party, and what would it look like?
Cool.
If you could go to any Halloween party by them, who would throw the best one?
Ernesto de la Cruz.
That'd be good just because of the music.
Well, the whole premise of
Yeah.
them trying to get in is to his Halloween party. For Day
Yeah,
of the
that's
Dead.
true. In the city.
Wow. You just
I
pulled
was
that out
gonna
of thin air?
say, I don't know why I can't think of his name, but what's the villain from Tiana's? The guy
Oh.
with the hat.
Oh, the voodoo
I feel like
guy?
he would have a pretty cool party.
Starts with an M, doesn't it?
I don't know why.
I was gonna make him. He almost hit my Mount Rushmore. What's his name?
Because it's New Orleans, you know. He's like kind of ghosty vibes. Like I think
Oh my
it'd
god,
be
it's gonna
good.
drive me nuts. What is his name?
But Ernesto's a good one. What do you think, Case? Who's you? Who's you?
So I was thinking Hades. I thought Hades would
Yeah,
throw
an
quite
underworld
the
party.
bash.
Okay.
His name is Dr. Facilier. Was one
Definitely
you're
doesn't
thinking
start with
of.
the F.
Never.
I think it starts with the F. Doctor. It's every letter
He needs
besides
a
M.
better name, to be honest. Because what?
I was
No.
thinking it was Ma something, but it's Fa something.
Murder.
But I was thinking Hades, just because I really think that his drinks would be that blue potion, smoky potion.
Yeah.
And just an underworld themed party. I just think would be really cool.
Oh, that'd be good.
You'd throw a banger. All right. Well, this is
was a
a
great
very long
episode.
one. Yeah, we're approaching like definitely over an hour and a half for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Trent.
Yeah.
Usher us in. Shout out to Usher.
Usher, baby. He's not frozen.
I was trying to see if
I
anybody
know.
was.
'Cause I see her moving and you're not.
It's another episode, and we all did it. And if you're still listening, we appreciate it. Make sure to download us everywhere. We are everywhere. We're probably right behind you. So just make sure you download everywhere you get your podcasts.
Yep.
Everywhere. We're everywhere.
Yep.
All the time.
Every Sunday.
And next week is episode 20. So it's a pretty big milestone. This is episode 19, but 20 is going to be a real banger.
It's
So stay
also
tuned.
going to be our Halloween episode, so get ready, guys. A little
Do you
spooktacular.
guys know? I think you did give me a little sneak peek of who you'll be. I'll need to whip up something.
We'll see you real
Soon.
soon.
Love you. Bye.
Love you.